Okay, we are playing a rated game. I play the Caravan, and this is my journey to 1500. You can see I'm playing a 1372. I was trying to show their rating and not show their name, but of course I can't do that. This is what I would normally do. I think it's best to get the knight out first. We want to stop this check. Okay, I'm happy with that. I will trade off here if we're given that choice. Do I push to the centre? 1, 2. No, I don't. What are they going to do here? They're going to trade off. This is my next idea. Yeah, I don't have to castle on that side yet. Here we'd put 2 on that square. Okay, so let's take a bit of time now. Do we want to castle? I think we want to pull the queen here. If the knight takes there, we're just going to pin ourselves. So the rook here might have been a better idea, and that might be what I do now. Sure. Okay, this is undefended. Long castles doesn't look sensible. Can't just fall here, so if I want to defend I have to go back. This manoeuvre might work. Then might push this, because otherwise I'm going to block the defence of the knight. Okay, they might bring the bishop here. Fine. So this is my initial thought, but we could just come back here and block this check. That stops us losing a central pawn. But they could have... Yeah, okay, we're coming back, it's a bit defensive. Maybe get the rook onto this square. Undecided about casting. Yeah, I suspect they might do this and then this. I see that sometimes, but at the moment we've got this covered. So maybe the bishop's going to try and push us away first. Maybe we go here. Trying not to commit at the moment. Don't have anything forward for the knight to do. If I move the rook here, then we're committing to... so I'm thinking this and this. Yeah, let's go for this. If they push, I'll take. And then at the castle. Okay. This gives me a possible outpost here, so I need to reroute my knight to this square. I could use this knight. I could go over here with this knight. How do I get to that square? Right, so I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's quite a long-winded route. Push, push. I'd be happy with that. Okay, we're going to do this manoeuvre. I want to get my knight here. It's long. Okay, that's a challenge. They take. So if I just castle, take, and then their bishop takes. How can I? I think I need to come here to defend both. Take, still going to do it. Yeah. They get 2 pawns for this. Then they're going to trade here and take the pawn with check. Okay, I'm going to defend with this. Move up and castle. Want to get a knight there, so maybe this knight maneuver. Yeah, okay, here they come. So do I make this maneuver? Or this maneuver? At least that maneuver attacks here. This maneuver I like. Okay, fine. Badly misjudged this game. This, like, I had to deal with this immediately. So this hangs here. This bishop check. Oh. Very bad. I need a counter attack at this point. And I don't think there is one. Maybe this. They give a check. I move. Check. It's going to be checkmate if I get this wrong. I've got to pause this. Oh, got interrupted, which is not helpful at this stage, but I figured it was worth it. Right, so if I go queen here, oh, this isn't even threatened, but once the bishop moves away to give me a check, maybe. Let's do this preservation first. Then we'll go here once, and hopefully the bishop will move. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take this. If the knight moves, then I get a 4. That would be great. If I go here, they try to pin me. Yeah, we'll do that. And if they don't take, then I get this. Moved. Of course they have. Check. Check on this square. So now I'm... Oh, mate. Yes! Wow. What a turnaround. Saw a little bit too much excitement there. Very happy. 1400! Yes, 1400 euro. I don't know if the game review will show properly in this screen. It's not going to. I can move myself across a little bit. Let's see what I can do. I'm just going to move myself off the screen for a moment and we'll have a little look at how much we can see. Okay, you can see the opponent played with 74% accuracy. I can tell you I got 80% accuracy. I can see it off the edge of the screen. White continues on the graph to go up into a pretty commanding position, +5, and then drops in the last couple of moves until they hang mate in 1. So let's go through the review. So I'm just keeping an eye moves, and then a best move here. Happy with that. Should have brought the queen out and moved earlier there. Does it still want the queen out? No, that was now best. It likes falling back. I typically make it just an easier decision for myself. If I've got that light squared pawn chain on the board, then I'm happy to trade off this light squared bishop. As I advance, hopefully I'll get a bit clearer in those ideas. Yeah. I'd missed this move. Forgot that was going to be defended by the bishop when it got there. So, yeah, here I wanted to bring the bishop right back. And it went from an even position, +0, to +1.8. I guess the bishop back here locks my rook in. But the bishop here also holds this diagonal quite nicely. So that would have been good. That also my knight would have been in a bad place, and my rook, although locked in the corner by the bishop, is maybe supporting these pawns moving forward. And here I think I should have just jumped onto that outpost. The bishop would trade off, but yeah, what a surprise it says to jump onto the outpost is 0.5 better on the eval. I wanted that square later, and I was going to have to do lots of moves to get there. So it wants me to castle into this. My knight's there, defensive. Yeah, I didn't think their rook on the d file was particularly useful. Yeah, I don't think I'd have played that backwards queen move. I didn't see that benefiting. I understand that move. And then again, it wants me to castle. Now here I'm sure I made a mistake. This wants me to castle. Yeah, so castling would defend my rook. With this rook, I was just noticing that we'd still trade off, and then they'd at least get this. No matter how we traded off the rooks, and I just missed that. Yeah, my queen was overloaded. It was defending both my rook on a8 and the pawn on b5 with check. So I got this move. I thought this was decent. I could then castle if I wanted to. I should have castled here. I guess the move, if I want to do it, attack the queen this way, because that defends the pawn. But I was, well, in hindsight at the end of the game, I guess I'm happy that I put the knight there. Okay, it wants me to just defend the rook with my queen. I was worried about this move, and if I don't take with my knight, then I'm going here or here, and that was pretty scary with the queen coming in this way. So, took that. Best move taking there, and they should have gone the other way, because this let me get a check, and if they go to this side, I was planning to fork, then I guess they would step this way to not be in the discovered check. Take, 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 and I'd have felt very happy in that position. So let's play that out. I guess I don't know what they would have done instead, but if they'd come down and try and set up something here, I was going to look at this. Sorry, from the wrong position. From this position with my queen forwards, if they'd gone away and I give the check, if they step back, this is a discovery. So then this comes with another check. So I guess they'd step away. rook, I think I'm quite happy to pick up this, and instead they moved this way and mate in one. The queen and knight combination, very happy with that. At which point did I lose a lot of time on? Okay, so you can't quite see it, but at this point I was at 5 minutes, 4 minutes 50 seconds. You can see there, like 4 minutes 50 seconds, and then I dropped to 2.5 minutes. So I gave up 2 minutes. Someone knocked on the door. I had to go and take a parcel for a neighbour. That was the first live game I've recorded with video. You can go and check out my first game on this series, but I've crossed into 1400. I'm really happy that in just 2 games, 2 wins, crossed into 1400. This was a massive turnaround. I didn't deserve this one, but got to find some ways of getting counterplay and use the queen and knight together. They're a lethal combination.